Hello, my loves. I'm actually here with a video to answer a question that I received from a follower, a subscriber. I have been receiving a lot of questions, and thank you for your questions. You can always send them to me. I do my best to try to go through all of them on a daily basis and send you a response. If there is ever a question that I think would really be helpful for just people at large, I will always ask your permission to ask the question, either with or without your name, especially if there are certain details in there. Or I will just ask if it's okay to rephrase the question in a way that's general enough to respect your privacy. So today I have a question from a subscriber who wanted to remain anonymous. And I want to take a moment to address this because it comes a lot in patients and clients whom I coach. She says, "Hi, Dr. Holda. Thank you for your wisdom, compassion, and deep love for the woman you serve. Your words have changed my life, and I am a much happier and healthier human being for it. I have a question that I'm struggling with that I was hoping you can address around trapped emotions. I have no relationship with my mother due to a history of emotional abuse, and despite working on this for a very long time in therapy, I still find myself occasionally angry and sad. Just when I think I'm better, I find myself triggered by mundane things in life that remind me of the pain my mother has caused and continues to cause me. Any advice on how to release this debilitating emotion that is consuming my life is appreciated." It's such a heavy question. And it's one of those emotions or experiences that if you're someone who feels similarly or has been in a similar situation where you have, I should say, a negative relationship with your mother or father, it's a very deep wound because our mothers were meant to nurture us and love us. And we think of our fathers meant to be proud of us and inspire us and guide us. And so when those aspects are not present in a parent, and instead we receive hostility or abuse, it's a very, very deep wound that can really sabotage your life, your health. But I'm going to give you today a very effective tool to release this and to begin to transform it. Every single client that has applied this, and I'm going to walk you through at the end a very short practice or meditation to help you begin to release this emotion. And every single client that has done that, if their parent is still alive and willing, has actually transformed their relationship. But I want you to go into it not with an intention to necessarily, become best friends with your mother, but with an intention to heal this emotion that is wreaking havoc in your body, in your emotional body. And when you do that, the miracle that is yours will unfold. It may be something that has always been stuck for you in your life will open up. It may be physical healing, or it may be a restored relationship with your mother. But just go into it with no expectations and just with your love and your light. The first thing I want you to really deeply sit with is, in general, one who victimizes someone else is one who is suffering, is one who has been victimized themselves and has not learned how to release that suffering. It's still tormenting them. Let alone a mother abusing a human being that came from them, a human being that they were entrusted to nurture and to care for. Imagine the trauma and the pain that your mother must be feeling and going through to have treated you that way. Because of that pain and trauma, she had no capacity to nurture you and love you in the way that you needed or were asking for. So when you sit with that and connect with your mother's pain, and just for a second, let go of the pain she caused you, and just imagine how tremendous her pain must have been. You can open your heart up to compassion and understanding for your mother, which is always the beginning of forgiveness. What kind of trauma and pain must a woman have gone through to emotionally abuse their own child? It's a deep one. And you may or may not be aware of all of the details, and it is not your job to go figure it out, but just know that that is the only reality in which your mother would victimize you in this way. Now, this opens up your compassion and your love, but we need to heal that inner child that needed to hear certain things or needed to have that nurturing from their mother that she never got. And so in addition to reminding yourself the light of knowing that your mother is suffering, and that's why she treats or treated you the way she treated you, I want us to now go in and heal the child in you that is angry and sad. Because whenever you're feeling triggered, whenever you're occasionally having those emotions, it's because that inner child that is very, very much alive has not been healed and is just asking for closure, for healing, for your attention. So I want you to go ahead, if this is you, then you want to do this practice with me. I'm going to just take you through a very short practice that will help release this emotion for you. So just go ahead and close your eyes and make sure that you're sitting somewhere quiet where you're not going to be distracted, where you can sit up straight and have your feet firmly planted on the ground. And I want you to just take some few grounding and cleansing breaths. You're just going to fill your lungs, expand your belly, and exhale. And do that a few times until you really feel like you're here. Right here in your body, sitting down and listening to me. And I want you to go to a moment when you were young, when you were a child, where you were victimized, and you don't have to go to the exact moment that was painful. Just go to the age. How old were you? And connect with that child. And I want you to see this child sitting down on the floor, perhaps curled up, maybe sad. And imagine that you are walking up to this child. And now get into the body of this little boy or girl that you used to be. and look up to see today's version of you that is bright and with light. And feel this new version, this higher version, this future version of you giving you, this child, a very big, loving hug. Sitting down on the floor, wherever you're sitting next to you. Grabs your hands and looks you in the eye and says, "You are so deeply loved. You are so, so loved. You are perfect and magnificent, and there's nothing wrong with you. Your mother is suffering, and this is the best that she knows how to handle her suffering. But remember that none of this is your fault. Remember that you're going to be just fine. You're going to continue to be something so much bigger than what you are now. Your light is bright, and I love you very, very deeply. And feel yourself giving your inner child another hug, and really feel the warmth and the love of that hug. And take some few deep breaths and feel the release come off of your chest. I love you. You are whole and perfect and magnificent. And you're going to come with me to do great things. Take in one last big deep breath and just open your eyes. And just sit here for a little bit with your current emotion. You most likely are feeling either at peace or relief, maybe just stillness. And just make an inner commitment that you are going to send your mother compassion and love, and pray and bless her so that her suffering may end as well. And every time you think of your mother, remember to bless her and pray that her suffering ends. Now you're going to notice after doing this exercise and after listening to this video that you're not going to be triggered as often, or perhaps not even be triggered anymore, because the emotion of resentment and feeling victimized has been replaced with an emotion of love and light, which is who you are.